Guess what tonight is?
Pizza night!
Smoke.
It's a boy!
We're gonna go home and make pizza.
But Mama, excuse me.
So my new Whoop came and I'm just waiting for Aaron to get home before I open it up.
Whoop.
A Whoop Whoop!
What's a whoop?
We are going to compare who's more efficient, who gets more sleep. I'm not sure what all this thing does, but it's called a Whoop, and you wear it on your wrist, and it might have a mind control device in it, but if it doesn't, it's pretty cool because it basically tells you exactly what your body's doing all the time. Kind of creepy, and I won't wear it all the time, but I do want to see what my performance is, so to speak. And Aaron's been tracking and monitoring his performance, and so we're going to compare them and see what it is. So Aaron worked today. It is Friday, and he went to golf after work, which is typical when the weather is nice outside, and even when the weather is blustery and rainy, he still manages to get to the golf course, except for like snow conditions or hunting conditions or what was the other one? Hunting, snow. I don't remember what the other thing was that came up recently, and those were the reasons why he didn't go to the golf course. But otherwise, he's there every single day practicing, being dedicated. And so tonight, me and the kids are gonna make pizza for dinner. They've built a fort in the living room, and I'll show you that, but I'll just videotape a little bit of the process. What I like to do is use my sourdough. It's been in the refrigerator for a few days. I had it divided up into enough for 2 pizzas, and I refrigerate it in a bowl with olive oil, and I'll show you that real quick. And then I pull it out after it's been fermenting in the refrigerator for a few days, and we stretch it out real good, and we turn it into a pizza crust. It works really well. I'm still experimenting with my bake time, and my pizza stone. We use a pizza stone, so we're experimenting with that, and I got a little mouse over here stealing cheese. So we'll get to it, and we'll show you how we make pizza on Friday nights. What happened? Were you guys not getting along a minute ago? Little monkeys. And this little monkey, she's eating an apple. So you're eating your apple? But look, apple is all over the ground and all over her shirt.
Look at the floor.
Yeah, it's a mess. But that's what happens when you give babies apples. So this is the kids' fort. I just want to point out that this pile of laundry is still there. I also want to point out that I did vacuum today and that the kids have thrown all their stuff on the floor again. But that the house is tidy. So, yeah. This is the kids' fort. This is what they do. They've removed all the all the chairs from around the table. Hey, Riker. And they've built themselves a fort. They do this, like, all the time. Okay, here I have some defrosted pizza sauce that I made a while back. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of the chaga mushroom powder to it. I'm curious what it's going to taste like. I'm going to start out with a teaspoon, and I'm just going to incorporate that, and this is going to go on top of our pizza. Okay, this is what the sourdough looks like that we use for our pizza dough, and I guess I could have shown you the clear Pyrex. I just pour some olive oil in the bottom of it, and then I throw the sourdough in it. Okay, so I just this time we bought a bag of shredded cheese because I got a good deal on a few of these bags at the grocery outlet store. And I froze them. It was like 2 months ago. And I just bought what I could and then froze a bunch. So I'm going to start with my oven at 450. And then when I add my pizza dough to the block, what I usually do is let the pizza dough cook for a few minutes, like maybe 3 minutes, on my pizza brick. And then I put a little bit of sauce on it when I do that. And then I add the cheese, more sauce and cheese on it after the dough has cooked for a few minutes. Okay, I just sipped a little bit of flour. And then take my dough out. And I just start stretching the dough.
There's a big bubble.
Yeah, there's a lot of bubbles. So, and I usually, like, when I'm stretching my dough, I kind of hold it up to the light so that I can keep track of how thin it's getting in areas. Just make sure, trying to make it somewhat even. You're not going to see me tossing and flipping the dough all around that much, but a pizza.
Wait, touch that bubble.
No, you're not. We're not popping any bubbles because we want the crust to be nice and light. And because it is the kind of dough that it is, this is my sourdough bread dough with a little bit of olive oil. It is just the way it ends up. And so, this is just how I figured out how to work with it.
It's my finger.
Okay. We don't really have any toppings. I do have some veggies over here, but I think the kids are just going to eat these sauteed veggies. You want more? Hagen, can you give the baby a few little veggies? Not with the raw flour hand. You were just touching the pizza with. Okay, so I have my dough nice and thin. You're not going to see this part very well because I'm just going to throw it down here, but I'll show you in just a minute what it does.
So, guess what? We're having pizza.
So I just take my dough like this and transfer it to the brick in the oven. We put the pizza dough straight on like this because I have not mastered how to transfer it. I do have a big flat, one of those big flat wooden pizza boards. Oh yeah, and this is the chaga mushroom sauce that I just whipped up. It's just pizza sauce, chaga mushrooms in it for extra nutrition. You know, it's not like super easy to get nutrition into a pizza with kids because they just like it with cheese. Mine do anyways, they just like cheese. Sometimes we have pepperonis and things like that, but chaga mushroom powder. Alright, so let this cook for a few minutes and then I'll throw some cheese on top of it.
Yeah, can't you wait to see us eating it? Say hi, Mom.
What are you excited about?
Eating.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Egg salad sandwiches.
Egg salad sandwiches. And who makes the best egg salad sandwiches?
You and Daddy.
Daddy does, doesn't he?
No, you too.
Oh, both of us? We both make a pretty good egg salad, don't we? What do we put in it?
Eggs, mustard, mayonnaise, and avocado.
Yep. Yum yum and salt and pepper. Boiled eggs. So good.
Here we are.
Good, doesn't it, Hagen?
Mommy is getting the pizza.
I don't think I'm going to add any more sauce to that.
Yeah, it already looks so good.
Look at how bubbly it is.
Yeah, it looks like there's a chocolate on it. Like the chocolate is sauce. There's chocolate sauce.
Looks like it's chocolate sauce.
Cheese, but
It's chocolate sauce.
Chocolate sauce.
Chocolate. That is so funny, Hagen. You're clever. All right, lots of cheese, lots of cheese. Kids have been eating veggies.
Can I have some cheese?
They get a yummy cheese pizza, and we'll do 5 more minutes on that. Actually cooks really fast, doesn't it, Hagen?
Mm-hmm.
The pizza cooks fast.
Can we have some cheese?
We put it in there for 3 minutes. For 3 minutes on the brick with just the sauce, and now we're gonna do 5 minutes with the cheese and hope it doesn't burn. For a long time, I was dairy free, and when I was cow dairy free for a long time, and I did dabble with goat cheese, and I did make a really good goat cheese pizza, and delicious. I mean, goat cheese is amazing on pizza. We usually use fresh mozzarella, and we like those little tiny mozzarella balls. Those are great on these kinds of pizzas. It's a little bit more expensive, and I've just been trying to be really tight with our budget, so we got the, and when I find mozzarella on sale like I did, we like to use that. But the goat cheese is really good. I've also made cashew cheese pizza, and that's pretty amazing, so maybe I will show you guys in some future videos how I make those. So this is 7 minutes worth of pizza time. I think we're gonna give it another minute. I just turned the heat down because it's starting to bubble up on top, but
I'm hungry.
usually how I check it is I just lift it up and see, but I can tell that it still needs a few more minutes on the bottom.
Please like our video and subscribe.
Okay, there's our pizza. Smells good, doesn't it? Cheese is a little overdone. Okay, there's our pizza. It's chaga mushroom and cheese. So after tasting the pizza with the chaga mushroom sauce, you can't even taste the chaga. It's so mild. It's delicious. It's a great addition to any sauce, I would imagine. Get your extra nutrition in there. We're pretty excited about it.
Okay, I'll do it. No, yours it. No.
On another note, we did go to the bounce house last week on Saturday, and that post is up, and I will put it down below, or I'll suggest it up here, and I'll also suggest my sourdough recipe, and it'll appear somewhere in this video, so keep an eye out for that. But we went to the bounce house, and I don't recommend. It is a good time, but it's not worth the fevers. So 2 of my kids had fevers after that. It was about, we went on Saturday, and on Tuesday, yeah, I'll cut you some. We went on Saturday, and then by Tuesday, one child had a fever, and then yesterday and the night before last, here, keep your fingers back, she also had a fever. So here, 1 second.
I have fever.
Yeah, you did. You were having wild fever dreams. So the baby nursed, stop, don't touch the knife. The baby nursed for about 24 hours straight. And then today she's not really nursing so much. So all my nursing mamas out there, give me a shout out down below in the comments about this nursing journey. Even 1 year out is still tough. You know, our body still goes through mega changes every time the baby needs more, every time the baby's sick, whatever's going on. It's still exhausting. 1 year out postpartum, motherhood, nursinghood, all that stuff, it's still a lot. And I think any mother of any child, no matter how they feed them, would say the same thing. 1 year out, it's still a very exhausting journey. I think I was up for 2 nights straight with her, and I was begging her. My husband came into the room early this morning to go to work, to get ready to go to work, and I was begging the baby at that point to please just go to sleep. Just sleep for 5 minutes so mommy can sleep, just 5 minutes. It didn't happen, but she was just fussy and needed constant contact, and I don't sleep well under those conditions. So it's what it is. Thought I'd throw that tidbit in there, and just want to give mad props to all of the mamas out there taking care of babies, sick babies, well babies. It's hard work. Speaking of, I had been trying to stall the baby for as long as I could to make the kids dinner because everybody was hungry at the same time. And now we're nursing. Well, we were. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.